means I can go live as well. Okay. So here we go. My personal
Okay.
best
I
is
need to get.
1:28:19. So, whatever happens, remember that I do know how to play this game.
Yeah, mine is what, like 143?
143 from
Yes.
earlier
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, which is promising in a way because I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, right. It's promising in a way because I made some pretty bad
World
mistakes, which
record?
means
Nowhere near. World record is like 50 minutes, 48 minutes.
I think it's like 40 minutes actually.
Yeah.
But
Well, glitchless I think is 48. Glitched is 38, but I could be misremembering. How come I'm not streaming on Kick? I don't know what that means.
I love how my secondary screen laptop keeps
Yeah.
just like popping up things so that I can't see the chat. Not that anybody is actually looking at it, but or is saying anything rather, but
Why aren't I streaming on OnlyFans? That's a good question. I should do that.
OnlyFans Dark Souls 3 speed run
Every
race.
time I die,
Gone wrong, gone sexual.
every time I die, I remove an article of clothing. Anyway, so I've made this character's face to be as aerodynamic as possible. He's got a big fin to cut
Oh
through
yeah,
the
the one you
air.
showed me earlier.
Yeah, and he's got the racing stripes tattoo to make him go faster.
I have
And I
this
am
little gallery of abominations,
I am
but I will be going
playing
with the least.
I'm playing as the assassin because the assassin has access to a very special ability that I will be taking advantage of.
What is the special ability of the assassin?
Spook
It-
eliminates fall damage. Gives me access to a couple spicy shortcuts.
I actually wondered if that was the case because I am aware of Spook being able to do that. I am a thief.
The
Because
log splitting mall face. Oh shit, another subscriber.
Paying for first
I'm a
month's rent
thief
idiot.
because the bandit knife allows me to zoom through the swamp, and the whatever it's called, iron round shield is the single best non-buckler parry shield in the game.
Oh
In
yeah,
my
and
opinion.
if anybody wants to watch McTaffer's perspective, his Twitch is just McTaffer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So there
Yeah.
we go.
Yours is Undying Rain, yes?
Yes. Prime sub,
Yeah.
come on, give him your life savings. Don't be a coward. You know, that would be a good thing. I know how much money that man has saved. And anyway, I'm going to switch to push to talk now. I assume we're going to be good to go in a second.
Yeah, give me a moment.
All right. Boom. Push to talk enabled. When I'm doing this, he can't hear me anymore.
I gotta tab out and
And we'll do the
caps lock.
countdown.
Okay.
We'll do-
Apparently caps lock is what I have that bound to,
Yeah,
so
me too.
I guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so we'll do the countdown from the OK to start game with this character submenu. Let me know when you're good for me to start the countdown.
I forgot that I was on push to talk and was just talking to only the stream. um, yeah, yeah. I get ready for me to forget that caps lock is a thing that I have to press to talk to you. I am on the OK to start game, so
Okay, you can hear me right now?
I can hear you right now.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll go on go. 3,
Right.
2,
2,
1,
1,
go.
go.
Okay. So now we button mash because cutscenes count towards your in-game timer. And to be honest, I completely forgot about this stream and I didn't see the little purple streaming thing on Discord. I would never have remembered. I thought you were working tonight and couldn't watch anyway. I mean, I'm glad you can, but... Or are you watching from work? Because that'd be pretty based. Supposed to work, but you didn't? I know that feeling. Owie. No, I missed! Look at all this unnecessary damage I'm taking. Alright. Ooh, I'm actually a little bit faster than normal. Normally it takes me 60 seconds to get in here. So I'm 10 seconds ahead. World record pace, baby. Oh shit, I know. Now we just need to keep this up. But yeah, I literally did a personal best practice run today. I beat my previous PB by like 24 seconds, so... I am 100% expecting, though, that because I'm streaming, a whole bunch of cursed garbage will in fact happen, and I will do a 5-hour run tonight. Okay. We've got the man dead. Whew. Go in here, do that. Take a little sip of my tea. Okay. Whew. Go over here. And then I have to buy the most important items. A prism stone and a large leather shield. Totally didn't take me like 67 tries. I got stuck on Gundyr for like an hour and a half the first time I played this game. But I've since beaten this game over 30 times, probably, between all my practice runs and just normal playthroughs. Oh god, it's happening. This is the first hiccup, is this the glitchy tree jump. I did it like first try on my last 3 practice runs, so I knew that tonight, during the stream, it would give me hell. Okay. Exciting gameplay. Thrilling. This is the real Dark Souls. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. They didn't actually take me as long as I was fearing, but... yeah, the Dark Souls jumping is special. They added a jump button in Elden Ring. Well, I guess Sekiro did it first, but... okay, now I have to leave these here, so I can get some twinkling Titanites, or some twink tits, as we call them in the business. And this Estus shard. And, most importantly, well, this isn't that, maybe that's the most important, that ring. That ring gives me more souls, which means I level up more, which means I can take more damage and deal more damage. Alright. Reinforce the Estus flask a lot. You have no idea how many times I forgot to allot my Estus in practice runs. Okay, and then while this animation plays, I can save some time by equipping that. And then before we go anywhere, I still have to level up. No. There we go. Okay. Take another sip. Now, pretty much how this is going to work is my default time is faster than McTaffer's. But if I screw up too much, he will absolutely win. Because his personal best is 15 minutes slower than my personal best. But, like, I could easily get stuck at, like, Pontiff Sullivan for 20 minutes and lose. But granted, there's a lot more stuff that can go wrong in his playthrough, because he has a lot of extra items to get, due to the fact that I am going to be using a Twinkling Titanite weapon that only needs to get upgraded to +5 as its maximum, and he is using a normal weapon. Specifically, the best weapon in the game, the Sellsword Twin Blades. High risk venture, yeah. So he does way more damage than me late game, but he also takes way longer to ramp up. He will be behind me in the early game unless stuff really goes wrong for me, I guess. But he'll be able to catch up very, very fast, is the whole thing. I don't know how many times I've said this. I'm mostly just trying to not think about anything other than the game. That was almost bad. Okay. Definitely roll through those. I can already feel like this is going wrong. Yeah, okay. Normally, that guy doesn't attack me with the halberd, and the person that throws the firebombs doesn't throw the firebombs that early. So, we've already got cursed stuff happening because I'm streaming. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that dude with the halberd attack me like that before. Normally, if anything, it's that I get hit by the firebomb. Owie. Lure this dude out, or not. He can just get stuck there. I'm going for it. This guy is gonna kill me. No, he isn't. Okay. This also means that I'm not going to be picking up an ember that I normally pick up, but that doesn't really matter a lot. Embers aren't too important. For me, at least. Killing you so you don't cause troubles when I'm on my way back. Now, from my understanding, McTaffer does not open up this shortcut, and I wouldn't either, if not for the fact that I'm streaming, and I'm probably going to die 15 times to Vort because I'm streaming. Because that's how that works. Because we've already got 2 cursed things that happened to me this stream. One was the tree jump, and the second was the dude with the halberd attacking me when he normally does not. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. I actually made a prediction last night that me and him would do a practice run today, and we would both get personal bests during the practice run, which did happen. But as a catch, both of us would have the most cursed runs possible during the actual stream. So I am 100% expecting that. I'm expecting to, like, die to Vort, die to the Outrider Knight, die to Crystal Sage, somehow die to Deacons of the Deep, get stuck on Volnir for 15 minutes, probably die to Pontiff at least a dozen times, die to Ligma, die to Hava, die to Sugma, die to Deez, die to Joe. I'm gonna be like, it's so Jover. Okay. Equip the Lucerne because I fucking hate the Estoc. It is such a bad weapon. And first boss, well, I guess second boss. First real boss, though. Now, normally his first phase doesn't hit me at all, and if I do die, it's to the bullshit hitboxes in the second phase on some of his attacks there. But due to the fact I'm streaming, I'm going to be operating with the utmost caution in both phases. I don't like how he's really close to the wall. Normally, what gets me killed in the second phase is that he is close to the wall. So, that's good. That was me getting impatient right there. Okay. He's entering second phase and probably another hit. Okay, now he does the 3 charges. Never give up. Trust your instincts. Thanks, Dad. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the attacks that is a bullshit hitbox. It will hit you even if you're behind him. It won't do as much damage as if you get hit by the mace, but... Okay, yeah, that's cool. He's dummy thick. Come on. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna die because I got greedy. An ass assault. Okay. We're good. I didn't die to Vort. This gives me confidence that the rest of the run won't be an utter disaster, only a minor disaster. I'm expecting that I'll finish in an hour and 40 or less. That's my prediction. Like an hour and 40 at the absolute worst. Okay. Now, some cursed things can happen, because this is a dog run. There are 3 dog runs that I have to deal with. This is the first. And the dog runs... Okay, we're getting a decent dog run. The dog enemies in these games are awful. They will deal a lot of damage to you and be hard to hit. But if you're lucky, you can avoid them. The best dog run, the least bad dog run, is the second one, but that is not until after Crystal Sage. So we still have some time. The worst dog run by far is in Irithyll, the Boreal Valley. Owie. Some cursed shit can happen here too. Like I could get knocked off the ladder if those thralls were deciding to attack me more there. Luckily that didn't happen. Okay. Now, this is one of the 2 times I'll be using Spook to do something potentially unintended, because normally this fall would kill you, but with Spook, you take no damage. And this allows me to avoid a lot of enemies that are behind me in this area. Very, very helpful little thing. I think the second time I use it is a bigger time saver, but I'm also going to use it a few times to just avoid small amounts of fall damage, like here. That probably saves me 3 whole seconds. Now, some really bad things can happen with this enemy. It is the Outrider Knight. It is kind of unpredictable. I've fought it at least 30 times, probably more, considering how often I've died to it, and I still don't quite understand how to beat it consistently. But unfortunately, I have to beat it because it drops the weapon that I will be using for the rest of the playthrough. The Fat Knight? No, Vort's the Fat Knight. This dude's thin. Look at how thin this dude is. Thin with 2 ends. Yeah, we hate this guy. probably a harder fight for me than most of the bosses in the game. Honestly. And we don't want to get frostbit. You know what? We're fine. We're good. We're cool. Get it? Cool? Haha. Oh god, he's still alive. I expected that to kill him. Okay. First try to the Outrider Knight. I was absolutely not anticipating that. I have died to him like 20 times in a row in fucking test runs. So now we're going to put the Twinkling Titanite that I got at the beginning of the game to use for the first of 4 upgrades. The 5th upgrade uses a Titanite slab, but... Okay. Got both of those. Now we level up. Nope, that's not right. There we go. I have certain benchmarks that I hit for every level up. I'm not sure if I am going to remember all of them exactly, but off to the road of sax. The road of sacrifices. Pretty soon I'll be getting the last weapon upgrade, if we want to call it that. I'll be getting the Grass Crest shield to replace my... I think it's a target shield, that or a buckler. I don't know. But I will be getting that very soon, and then I just need to collect a couple rings, and I'll be decked out. Good old Grass Crest, absolutely. We love the stamina regen. And if I wanted to be an absolute madman, I could try to use it to parry, but I'm not going to. McTaffer, he's a parry god, apparently, sometimes. He says he's either like incapable of playing the game or an absolute parry god. This is another place where I'm just using Spook to avoid some enemies and some fall damage, but isn't like a potentially unintended shortcut. Alright. Got the Grass Crest. Got invaded by the NPC. That doesn't matter to me. We'll be fine. Normally that guy blocks the door at least slightly, so it's cool that he didn't this time, I guess. One, two, 3. Will I dodge? 1. Yes. No. I got hit by 1. So sad. Okay. 3rd boss, Crystal Sage. Crystal Sage will do a lot of damage to me, but also takes a lot of damage from me compared to some other bosses. He's really not wanting to teleport, which I don't mind. Second phase is the actual dangerous part, because it'll summon a bunch of clones, and the clones are normally what kill me. So the first thing I do is kill the clones. You know, pretty sensible, in my opinion. Oh god, yeah, I don't want to get hit by that attack. Or this one. Or really anything, if I can help it. Oh. Okay, normally those, like, slow follow projectiles do not, like, follow you like that, but whatever. Seeing as how I got the Grass Crest, I may as well get the other Estus Shard on this run. Normally I save it for my second visit to the area, but I died to Crystal Sage, so... May as well do it now. It'll give me a slight edge against the next boss, if nothing else. Okay, teleporting dog enemy. We love it. I didn't even know there was a dog up there, by the way. That is how teleporting that dog teleported. Because I don't think I've ever been followed by that dog before. Alright. I am desperately hoping that McTaffer is not getting a really blessed run. Because there have been a few hiccups so far. It's not unsalvageable. I could still probably beat this in less than an hour and 40. So it's just if I get stuck on one boss for a while, that the bad things happen. Yeah, see, normally Crystal Sage teleports after you whack him a few times like that. I feel like it's gonna appear here. No. See, normally those slow-following projectiles don't wrap around, so I don't know. I just got really unlucky. Yeah, see, that's what happens if I don't kill the clones, is I get hit by soul spears, but that paid off. That paid off. Okay, this is the real one. If I get the real one, I may as well beat on him. But I always hope to kill the clones first. Okay. Not a bad second attempt there. Use that soul. And get some more upgrade material. Good noises. Good sound design. Okay. Coming up to the second of the 3 dog runs right here. Now, I have found a path where most of the time only one of the dog aggroes onto me. So let's hope that that happens now. But I did hear 2 different dogs barking, so that does not bode well for me. Okay, we just got one. That's nice, that's easy. We like it. Okay. Got one of the suicide boys. Another Estus shard. And now some bad things can happen here, because if one of those guys hit me, I am going to bleed for this entire section, which would be bad. But I've only ever gotten hit by one of them once, so I don't think I have to worry about it too much. I just have to avoid this one. Okay. Because I don't think I run into any more throughout here. I think those are the only 2 that could possibly put the maggots on me. Yeah, for sure, because there's definitely no more after here. I'm definitely being followed by something that I'm not usually followed by, because I don't remember hearing those footsteps behind me on any of my practice runs. Okay. Now, there is a dude in this room that I try to aggro like that. Perfect. That went smoothly as it could have. Okay. But of course I get hit by the halberd guy which never happens. And that guy, the thrall, is still following me. That is in that room that I aggroed and got to hit the wall, which I don't think normally happens. It'll probably die here, though, to the suicide guys. Yeah. So I just have the Grave Wardens following me. I don't want to see if the other one is. But I think it's probably just that one. Because normally if they're both following me, they will crowd the door together instead of just the one guy. Okay, we're good. Okay. Not even getting any souls for that. He just fell. Oh, there we go. That was a really delayed soul gathering. Unbelievably delayed. And now we travel back to Firelink.
From the top ropes. He's going through the Spanish announcer's table.
First order of business is upgrading my Estus twice. And then my sword, or vice versa actually, because it's at the same person, so I may as well do it like that. Normally I only have 8 Estus here, because normally I don't die to Crystal Sage, but I am okay with having 9 Estus for this section. I have a little bit more souls than normal, because normally I can only get 15, 16 instead of 16, 16. So that's cool. Cleansing Chapel. Merciless goddess, mother of the forlorn, etc., etc. You all know Slave Knight Gale. He's a slave knight. A knight that was also a slave. Tune in next time for more Dark Souls 3 lore. Okay, now I could easily die here to this giant. Sometimes he just does attacks that kill me, and sometimes he doesn't. It seems to be pretty random, so wish me luck. Okay, we're good. And my laptop went to sleep. There we go. I can see chat again. To take a little bit of fall damage there, I'd use Spook, but the next boss is not hard enough that I will need all my Estus, especially not when I have an extra Estus like I do right now. And now, sometimes this giant kills me, but he hasn't since I switched to my new route through the sludge. Ever since doing new sludge route, it has been as smooth as that every time. So we're good. We are good. May as well equip that ring. Now what this ring does is, it says it boosts attack when HP is full, but it seems to me like it's more like 95% HP, not necessarily 100. This guy has never aggroed onto me like this before, so that's interesting. Alright. Deacons of the Deep, the classic From Software, really easy group fight. But I say that now, but because I'm streaming, do not be surprised if I die to this fight like 12 times. Minimum. Okay, now they're probably going to summon the Pope. Now what I want to do is backstab the blue boys, because the blue boys can heal the Pope. And we don't like it when bosses get healed. In fact, we really, really hate it when bosses get healed. Or at least I do. Luckily those, like, explosion attacks don't actually damage, they just send you flying. I'm gonna go over here so I don't get hit by fireballs while I try to heal. Pope Man is all by himself, so I like that. Get a backstab on him? No, no. Hey, no healing. No healing the Pope. I forbid it. Okay, that was a lot of damage. But at least the Pope can't get healed while I'm healing. That's the important part. He's charging up for a big attack. Doesn't even matter. Because he's dead. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we use a homeward bone. Overall, not to jinx anything, I am quite satisfied with how this run is going so far. Most of the hiccups in my runs happen early game. Oh, no one did. So, as soon as I get past Abyss Watchers, it should be relatively smooth until Pontiff. Or possibly Pontiff. I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but... it is not for me to know. Okay. I'm really curious as to how the Volnir fight is going to go, because Volnir can be incredibly easy, or he can be really annoying, and it depends entirely upon what attacks he decides to do, because you have to hit his little bracelets. And if he does attacks where you can't hit his bracelets, then it can really drag out the fight. And if he summons his fucking skeletons, it can really drag out the fight. But now, welcome to the Dark Souls 3 Poison Swamp. Here, we are going to be getting our last Estus Shard for the playthrough. And possibly poisoned and dead to Grooze, like from the Zork games. Okay, because... oh wow, this is going really poorly. I haven't had a Groo fight go this bad in a long time. Now, I could just let these guys live, and I'm not. Throw egg at self. Is that an actual thing you can do in Zork? But if I don't kill them, they will crowd around me while I put this fire out, and sometimes I will be completely body blocked and die. Sometimes I will be able to roll through. Killing them is faster than dying and running back and having to do that again. So I opt for that, even though it is slightly more inefficient compared to just not getting body blocked. But I don't really know how to control whether or not that happens. Oh, good. I don't know why he was immune to my stab, but he was. Now this is the last Groo that I have to kill, and I do have +2, right? Yeah, okay. The rest of the Groos I will ignore. They can be allowed to live. Because they don't really pose much threat to me anymore in terms of the race. They could still kill me, but the next Groo that I encounter is one that I actually want to kill me, because it is faster to die to the Groo and go back to the bonfire I just lit than it is to walk to the next destination. Undead Bone Shard, very important. Oh, good. Getting basilisked, potentially. No? Okay, we're good. We're golden. We're gravy. We are other positive things. Okay, I'm not actually getting invaded by Yellowfinger Hazel, I think, so I might not have to die to the Gru, and I can just use a Homeward Bone after I do this. Which is better than dying. It is just as fast, but I get to keep my souls and my embered status. Okay. I get to keep my souls and embered status. Oh, I guess I was invaded. Okay, kill me. Because I can't use the Homeward Bone. What? Okay, I guess that first part of that attack wasn't supposed to hit me. There we go. Yeah, that was fucked up. That it couldn't kill me. Okay. So yeah, just dying and coming back to this bonfire to continue is much faster than having to go through the sludge. I'm sad that I can't turn on my fan right now, because it is a really loud fan. It is the loudest fan that I have ever had. It's a good fan, but it would not make the audio experience very pleasant, I feel. Okay. Running past these two fine young gentlemen in order to get this bonfire, which is technically a waste of my time, assuming I don't die to Abyss Watchers. No, assuming I do. Yeah, assuming I don't die to Abyss Watchers, that is a waste of my time. But I'm not going to make any rash assumptions such as I will not be dying to a boss today. I wonder how McTaffer's run is going. I hope very poorly. Or at least as an equivalent amount of poorness to mine. Because that'd be good. For me. Gonna double backstab. And then immediately kill Abyss Watcher number 2. And then Abyss Watcher number 3 is going to pop up, but Abyss Watcher number 3 is actually on my side. So we have... Abyss Watcher number 3 might not even get to come help me. Given how well this fight is going for me right now. Okay, Abyss Watcher number 3 was completely irrelevant. Normally he does at least half of the fight for me. Now we have... second phase, which can be annoying because of stuff like that, but for the most part isn't much worse than phase 1. In fact, it's probably a little bit easier because you don't have to deal with the potential of the second Abyss Watcher fighting you at the same time. Get a nice little backstab. And I'm gonna charge up. Boom, boom, boom. And he's dead. That went really well. I think that might be the best Abyss Watchers fight that I've ever had. That was so smooth. That's really good for me. Not even gonna bother sitting at that bonfire, because it's a waste of my time. Unless some really, really bad things happen to me in the catacombs. Which... there's only one place where anything bad could really happen to me here, and it's coming up. It's coming up soon. Start by killing this guy. Okay, it's these pots. Some of them are filled with dark magic that will kill me. Or at least deal a lot of damage to me. Okay, that went really well. And this is the final ring. It makes my rolling invisible, which really doesn't matter. I think like it could potentially help you with PvP, I guess, but it's still pretty obvious what direction you're rolling in. But more importantly, it gives me 3 points in dexterity, which means I'm going to be doing slightly more damage than I would without the ring. Holy shit, the rats are... I've never gotten hit by these rats before in any of my practice runs. That's... I hate this game. Okay. All is well. Going to go back to Firelink. Get my last Estus upgrade. Level up. I think I normally do 22. Yeah, that seems right. That seems about right. Upgrade my healing. And then off we go, back to the old catacomb. Now from here, normally things are pretty smooth. Even Pontiff, who is, in my opinion, the hardest boss in the game, at least in the base game, has not been giving me a lot of trouble recently, but it is being streamed, so I have to realistically consider that I might have to fight Pontiff 15 times. Which would be really bad for me. Like, absurdly bad for me, as a matter of fact. And this is also technically a waste of my time, assuming I don't die to Volnir. I'm assuming that I won't, but better safe than sorry. Actually, what, oh, I'm at 40? That's a little bit slow. Normally I'm at 38 right now, about. I think I'm normally at 38, but I did die once to Crystal Sage, and once in High Wall, to something I've never died to in High Wall before, of course, but... Okay, welcome to Volnir. He is, in theory, one of the easiest fights in the game, but again, he can surprise you. Especially if he starts climbing when you have no stamina, because then you will... Oh yeah, here's what I mean. He's gonna summon skeletons, which means I can't hit him, and also he has skeletons. You know how many times he summoned skeletons in practice runs? Like once? I recall maybe one time where in a practice run he summoned skeletons. What does he do almost first thing here? Summon skeletons. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure he can also kill his skeletons by accident, and also they aren't actually bugging me that much, thank God. So, yeah, that could have gone way worse, considering he summoned 2 bone wheels. I guess they just didn't feel like harassing me. Okay. Eat his delicious skeletal soul, and march on. Welcome to Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. I hope I don't die to Pontiff Knights. Because that is a possibility. It's happened before, it could easily happen again. Ignore the footsteps behind me. It's just some local wildlife. Now, lighting that bonfire is potentially a waste of time, but it could also potentially save me a lot of time, because today I actually died in a way that I've never died before during my practice run. And that was right around this corner. I got stuck on a bunch of enemies and died to a combination of them and the 2 fire witches that you see here. It was this group of enemies right here. Normally I do that to walk around them, but for some reason they all banked left as soon as I did, and I got stuck against the wall and stun-locked to death. Very cool stuff. Now, what I'm doing here is also potentially a waste of time. I'm just waiting for these 2 knights to walk further down so that I can go past them without potentially dying to them. Because normally I can get through even if I aggro them, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to play it safe while I can. This is a very important bonfire, not right now, but for later, because Pontiff Sullivan might kill me, and that is the bonfire I want for him. But we're not doing Pontiff first, we are going to go fight Yorm. Because Yorm is basically free souls, though last night during my practice run, I had a fight with Yorm where for some reason he had complete invincibility to like 4 of the like big Storm Ruler hits that I hit him with, which made the fight take twice as long as it should. And I almost died because of it. But I have no idea why that happened, why he was just invincible for 4 hits. Okay, now here is where another one of those giant alligator things that we saw on the bridge spawns. For some reason, I have had really bad luck with this one in recent runs, where it catches up to me and bites me, and sometimes even kills me. Which, I don't know why that started happening. I haven't noticeably changed my route through this little water area in any way. Okay, I managed to dodge it, but yeah, it caught up to me that time. And sometimes it just doesn't catch up to me. Well, I mean, most of the time it doesn't catch up to me, but that time it did. But it didn't really waste any of my time, because it didn't kill me, and it didn't hit me with the grab move that it has. So I don't really care. We just go Vigor for this level up, because stats don't matter against Yorm. He's a glorified cutscene. Travel to... Wait, no. Burn Undead Bone Shard. I think I just realized that I may have forgotten to pick up some Homeward Bones. Because I think I saw that I'm down Homeward Bones from what I should be. I wouldn't be surprised if I forgot to pick them up, because something's gotta be cursed. But, no, I have 4, okay. I thought it said I had 2. I am hallucinating mistakes now. Four is the exact amount I need for the rest of the playthrough, so... Well, one of them is optional, but it will save me a small amount of time knowing that I do have it. I only need 3 more, though. Okay, we're coming up to the second spicy spook shortcut. That cuts out a lot of hassle, because this area is one of the more lethal areas because of the jailers. They will drain your maximum health, as you can see they just did to me. It'll come back after a while, of course, but it is not a fun status effect. Of course, I'm opening the shortcut because I have not screwed up my spooking in, I think I only screwed it up on one playthrough, on one test playthrough, where I, like, failed to do the skip. Okay, so I actually learned about this shortcut by accident while looking up other stuff for the test playthroughs. You have to specifically backstep there or get lucky with a roll, because you have to hit that one little rectangle that I did. But yeah, I didn't do any research into what speedruns for this game look like. But I did, or like any specific speedrunning strategies, but I did accidentally find out about that one while looking up something else. Specifically, I was trying to look up how the jailer's HP drain works, because I remember seeing a video about it once, but I couldn't find it, and instead found out that I could skip a large section of the jail, which I am totally okay with accidentally learning about. Previous to that, I was using the knight as my character. Ow. But upon learning about this, obviously I switched to the assassin. Alright, we're coming up to Yorm. Now, Yorm does have the potential to kill me, but only in the first 30 seconds of the fight. Once I get the Storm Ruler equipped and get my bearings after equipping it, this should be easy. Because, yeah, okay. I think we're good. I just need to do a few rolls. Okay. From here on out... Oh, I forgot to two-hand it. You have to two-hand it or else you can't... Well, I mean, if you have a shield that allows abilities through, then you can, but... So you have to charge up the Storm Ruler. And then let's see if he takes damage. Hey, we're off to a good start, because apparently sometimes he doesn't want to do that if my playthrough from last night is anything to go by. Okay, that is acceptable. He's doing his phase change, which means I can heal and charge, and I'll have enough for sure. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't actually expecting to get hit by that. Okay. We're having a smooth Yormaning. That's what we like to see. And the old no-issue Yorm fight. Okay, now this is where one of the rest of the Homeward Bones goes towards. Next boss fight is one that I'm a little bit nervous about every time, because it is Pontiff Sullivan, who can very easily ruin my day. What time are we at right now? I'm wasting, like, seconds. 50. Okay, we're actually ahead of schedule. Normally, I fight Pontiff Sullivan at about 55 minutes, so we're actually ahead of schedule right now. So if I beat him first try, I'm probably going to win. If I don't beat him first try, it becomes a lot less likely that I will win. Unless, of course, McTaffer is having, like, the perfect playthrough right now. In which case, I don't know. I don't know what time McTaffer could hit if he gets a perfect playthrough. I've had a few almost perfect playthroughs, and I think the best time I could possibly get using this route, assuming nothing goes wrong, is an hour and 20 minutes. And as we all know, things have already gone wrong in this playthrough. So whatever my time is going to be at the end, it's going to be higher than an hour and 20. How much higher, I'm not sure. But hopefully not a lot higher. Hopefully I get a new PB. Hopefully it's 125. Don't know how likely that is. It's probably not very likely at all. Now, this is the last dog run. It is also the most deadly dog run, for a number of reasons. Okay, we're good. As long as we kill those 2 dogs, we're good. There's also these 2. Okay, and that went really smoothly. Okay, I spoke too soon. Okay, that went about as well as expected. It was going smooth until all of a sudden the dogs caught up for me for no discernible reason. Ow, my back. Take a sip. Alright. Now this guy can kind of ruin my day a little bit, because I go down to open this shortcut. Okay, I've never gotten caught doing that before. And they can all potentially gang up and body block me and take a lot of my health away before getting into Pontiff. That didn't happen though, so I'm pretty happy. Okay. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Yeah, okay, this is the hardest boss in the game. But I can beat him first try. I did it last night. I did it earlier today. I think I did it in most of my practice runs. Okay, he didn't do a follow-up attack to that. I kind of think of this guy as like the precursor to Elden Ring, in the sense that he has a lot of follow-up attacks that he doesn't do all the time, and that can really mess with the fight. Which is kind of why I hate a lot of Elden Ring's late-game boss fights. There are just too many variations on their moves that have like no tell as to whether or not they will actually do it. And it all started, in my opinion, with this asshole. Granted, he is not as hard as almost any Elden Ring boss, but he's definitely gives me some trouble. I haven't gotten hit by that attack in a long time. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was expecting to die to him at least once, so we got that out of the way. This is why we light that bonfire in the church earlier. Because that shortcut that we opened leads to Pontiff from the church. Now, I'm not embered right now, so I'm going to ember, because I want all the health that I can possibly get for this asshole. Because once I beat him, it should be the smoothest of sails. And of course, I'm going to beat him this try. I have all 10 Estus, and I have beaten him with less. And I have beaten him unembered with 10 before. So that, like, I know that I can do this. I wasn't expecting that to hit me. Whatever. Sure. There's the follow-up. I knew it was going to happen that time. Okay. I definitely pressed the dodge button, but whatever. Doesn't matter too much. As long as I win the fight, I can take as many hits as I'm allowed to. Just take it slow. Take it easy now, it ain't a race. Wait a second. Doc Mitchell, you're lying to me. Okay, I thought he was going to do the big wind-up slow attack, not the slightly less big wind-up, slightly faster attack. Not sure how that attack didn't hit me, but I take it. I take that every day of the week. Okay, doing his phase change, so don't step near him. There we go. He's gonna immediately summon. He's immediately summoning. Okay, so first goal is to kill the clone. Because after the clone is dead, phase 2 is easier than phase 1. But with the clone, phase 2 sucks. Especially if you get near a wall. Because then you have to fight 2 Pontiefs and the camera. Okay. Look, I don't care if you attack me, but you need to give me some time to heal. Okay, clone's almost dead. Clone is dead. Okay, this fight is now a million times easier. Unless he summons a new clone immediately, which most of the time he doesn't. Because yeah, in phase 2, he does a lot of attacks that have really big wind-ups like this, which are intimidating when his clone is alive, but once the clone is dead, they give you ample opportunity to punish him. And he's dead because he tried to summon. Hey, you can't live with 1 health. Only I can do that. Okay. Only 2 deaths to Pontief. I am very happy with that. I am incredibly happy with that. We're actually ahead of schedule, because normally I beat Pontief a little over an hour. Okay. And the Titanite collection afterwards went smoothly as well, because sometimes I fuck up and one of them burrows, and then I have to restart. Smooth sailing indeed. Smooth snailing. Sorry. I can't believe I misread your comment. That's so embarrassing. When are you gonna start speedrunning Super Dodgeball again? Okay. The only time I have ever died between Pontief and Aldrich is right here on this buttress, running up, getting hit by that arrow, knocking me into the void. It's only happened once, but I was almost certain that it was going to happen during the streamed playthrough. Okay. I'm glad it didn't, though. You were thinking about it the other day? Did you ever submit your, what was it, your, like, whatever your time was that got you, like, 7th place or whatever? Whoops. Do you still have the video file? Okay, so yeah, you can do that then. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're gravy, we're golden gravy, we're good golden gravy, good golden gravy, good golden gravy, good golden gravy. Coffee Cheetos chicken, coffee Cheetos chicken, coffee Cheetos chicken, bit berries. Presto fucking majesto, sap. Okay. Here we go. This is where I go back to Firelink Shrine, get my sword up to +3, and, most importantly, level up again. Okay. No, I think I normally focus on getting vitality up to 30. Yeah. And then after this, I go all into strength until it hits 40, and then the rest goes into vigor. Okay. We're at 101. We are slightly ahead of schedule, but not a lot. We get to see how much of a pain in the ass Aldrich is, because he has the potential to just be completely annoying. His fight is pretty much RNG. It can, like, if he doesn't do stupid stuff, then it'll be fine, but if he does do stupid stuff, it'll be fucked. Because the move I'm thinking of in particular is like an arrow rain attack. He shoots an arrow up into the sky, and then a whole bunch of arrows fall down and chase you around the arena. And he has the potential to just do nothing but that attack. It has happened to me before. It hasn't happened to me during any of my practice runs, so I'm hoping it doesn't happen to me here and that he's just a normal boss and I kill him with minimal effort. Whew. Because we actually haven't had too much bullshit happen to me during the stream, so I'm kind of expecting a big burst of bullshit, and this could be where it bursts. What are you starting off with, Mr. Man? Starting off with the arrow rain attack. It's not as bad in phase 1, it doesn't track you as much, and you can just like get around him like that. In phase 2, it will follow you no matter what though. But that does not bode well for me. Okay, he's not arrow raining. We like it. We'd like it more if I could see, but seeing is not necessary. Hitting him is. Okay, he's doing the phase change, and what are you doing now? Oh, it's the arrow rain. How lovely. I'll get one hit in. Look at all the projectiles. It's turning into a fucking Toho game. Let's just hope he doesn't use arrow rain again the entire fight. Okay, he didn't use it this time. We're happy. He is instantly teleporting though, which is annoying, because it means it gives him another chance to use arrow rain. Damn, that did a lot of damage. Okay, he's just doing the normal soul spears. That's easy. They do a lot of damage if they hit, but I have no depth perception apparently. If that scythe attack hits, he will heal himself, so I'm glad it didn't. Okay, that hitbox is normally smaller, I swear, but whatever. Oh, I knew it. I felt the second arrow rain coming. And look, here it is. Okay, we just need to hit him once. Okay, I did that. Okay. One try? What in the hitbox was that? I don't even know what you were referring to. You did that. Oh, the me hitting him? Yeah, I don't know. He's a big sludge man. He's got a lot of sludge. I got lucky. It's only fair. You said it was normally the hitbox was smaller? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That was fucked. It was his teleport move. If you're in the little, like, splash around him while he's teleporting, you'll take damage. But normally, normally it doesn't hit me when I'm that far away from it. Either way, it's irrelevant. He's dead. There's no use dwelling on the past. It's only time to dwell on getting attacked by that knight. Death to the old lady, because it's faster than listening to her die. Give me the basin, 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 give me the basin. Okay. Now it is time to fight Dancer of the Boreal Valley, who I was surprised to learn is not immune to frostbite. I was also expecting Pontiff and Aldrich to be immune to frostbite, considering they're both fought in the frost area. And she is, in lore, from the frost area, so it's weird that she isn't immune to it, but you know what? Makes my job a little easier. What frostbite does is it takes 10% of health, as well as lowers defense by 10% or something on an enemy that is afflicted by it. So, very handy little thing to have, because I don't think there's a single boss that I fight that is immune to it in the whole game. I was surprised that Soul of Cinder wasn't immune to it. One, because it's a final boss, but this isn't like a Final Fantasy game where all bosses are immune to all status effects. But two, he's literally on fire, so he's literally made of fire, actually. So it's really weird that I can frost him, but I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. It's just, it shocked me. Okay, I definitely dodged, but I'm not gonna split hairs over it as long as you die in the next 20 seconds, give or take. It's superconduct. No, wouldn't it be melt? Because he's fire. There's no lightning. There's no lightning? Okay. Avoid that. Actually, I guess he does use lightning. But he's made of fire. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, maybe it is superconduct. Okay. There are some potential shenanigans that can happen up here. Not referring to these two specifically, but I guess they could shenanigan me. There's an upcoming boss fight called Dragon Slayer Armor, and normally, really easy fight, but as me and McTaffer have discovered, sometimes when we do a practice run we get stuck on him for 20 minutes. And again, considering the general lack of cursed behavior so far. Oh, oh yeah, the effect. Oh yeah, the lower defense. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Yeah, we've discovered that sometimes in our practice runs we just get stuck on him for some reason, even though he's not a hard fight. So we'll see what happens, considering the general lack of bullshit that's happened. Like, there was some early game bullshit, but it's been surprisingly smooth since then. Ow. Ow! Alright. Who's following me? You. I understand not being able to sit at a bonfire when there's an enemy around you, but you should be at least able to light it. And sometimes you can, but not all the time. Okay. Here we go. Did I use the soul? I did. Do I have every ring equipped? I do. Okay. So now we're just going to pump into strength. Use that undead bone shard. Back to Dragon Barracks. I wish I had enough confidence to skip the Dragon Barracks bonfire. I wish I did. Because it does add a little bit to the time. Not a lot, but probably like 2 minutes or so, you know? Just enough that it would be worth not doing if I had more confidence in my ability to get through here without taking a lot of damage. Actually, maybe not, because it would mean going into Dragon Slayer armor with very few Estus, and even though I can pretty consistently kill him without dying, I cannot consistently kill him without needing at least a good chunk of the Estus that I have. Unless I had like a perfect run against Dancer where she didn't take a lot of my Estus, Dragon Barracks bonfire actually makes sense. Okay, they didn't body block me that time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm glad that they didn't that time. What are you gonna do? You're gonna attack me. That's bad. Okay, I think he just started blessing his weapon, which means that he won't be able to come and hit me while I'm activating the shortcut. Like this. Yeah, okay. And now we fight Dragon Slayer armor. Let's see how cursed this fight is today. Well, earlier today it was fine, but let's see how cursed it is during the race. I don't think I've ever seen him use that attack in the first phase before, but I'm not complaining. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting the follow-up attack there. Gonna attack me? You gonna attack me? You gonna swing? Okay, I didn't quite have enough stamina. I might get hit here. Oh, blessed. What are you gonna do, big boy? What are you gonna do? You're gonna miss me. Okay. That's not good. This is fine, though. Don't like the laser beams from the dragons. I also don't know why they have to be included in this fight. But it's fine. It's fine. All is well. Damn. Oh god. I was convinced in my head there. Like, I knew I was gonna go off the edge. It didn't happen, though. I've never been so glad to be wrong before in my life. Okay, we're good. I'm getting really really nervous because of how well the run is going, which seems counterintuitive, but I just feel like there's going to be a cascade of bullshit that happens soon. Because there is a very cursed place coming up soon that could easily kill me a few times. And of course, there's also 2 more bosses left in the game that could easily kill me a few times each. But hopefully, my worrying is for naught, and all is well, you know? That would be nice to win the race, considering I didn't win the last one. Okay, what time are we at right now? 1:14? I can totally do this. I can totally do this. Because I'm actually ahead by like a minute of where I was during the practice run I did today. So I could get a new PB, assuming nothing bad happens to me. But there are bad things that could happen to me. Normally, this place has been smooth lately, but I'm not going to make any assumption to that effect. For now. If I get past the cursed place with no trouble, then I'm pretty golden. There's not much more that can go wrong outside of just dying to bosses. But the cursed place is very soon and could really fuck me up. But I guess we'll see. Alright, the cursed place is right up these stairs. It's right up these stairs. What are you gonna do? You're gonna throw wax at me? It didn't hit me, though. That's the thing. If I got hit by wax there, I would be dead right now. That is actually probably the smoothest run of that area that I have ever had. Why did you wax your head? Because it makes you immune to the little arm tentacles that come out of books around here, and I needed to go into some of them in order to get some items. Ow! But yeah, that was by far the smoothest run of that place that I've experienced. But yeah, it's like, there's piles of books, arms come out of them, you get damaged unless you're waxed. That makes sense. Of course it does that. I mean, duh. So I was watching part of McTaffer's playthrough that he did today for practice. And okay, that happened again. I don't know what causes that to happen, but I'm glad I got that on. I'm glad I got footage of that. But apparently he doesn't know that you can go through this the way that I did, and he takes a completely different, very long way around, which I didn't know existed. So Castlevania 2 type of logic. It's really NES game and logic in general, where it's like you'd have to figure this out just by complete accident or have the manual with you. It's like, or buy the official strategy guide. Or it would be like in a Nintendo Power article somewhere for some reason. Now you'd think thered be a lot of stuff that can go wrong here because of all the enemies, but I've never actually had a terrible experience here. Like I've gotten hit a few times, but you know, I've never died. Okay. We go this way. Let me get off the elevator. We're actually going to be using our last spook soon. And by soon, I mean pretty much immediately. Once we start heading down here. I don't want to push it too hard, because I know that regardless of whether or not you're spooked, you can die of fall damage if you fall too far. It just counts as a death plane instead of a fall damage thing. So that actually probably doesn't save any time, considering I got down here at pretty much the same time the elevator did. Okay. We're going to upgrade my sword to +5 now, which is as high as this weapon can go. Which means I am almost... Well, I'm fully powered for right now. The only more powered I can get is by defeating the Twin Princes and getting their souls, and then I am as powerful as I'll ever be in this playthrough. What time are we at? 119? In theory, I could get a new PB. Probably not going to happen, though. Probably not getting a new PB on stream. But what I will be getting is the trophy. There's no stakes. No matter who wins or loses, there's nothing on the line here. I'll get bragging rights, I guess. Be like, you may have beat me in the Dark Souls 1 stream, but I didn't practice at all for that one. I guess he didn't either. I think he did like 1 or 2 practice runs for it, whereas I just didn't, and he beat me by 15 minutes, and we both got absurdly slow times. It both took us like 8 hours. But we both practiced a lot for this one, so. Haha. Ow. Okay, we like it when he uses this attack in Phase 1. Phase 2, it's a little more annoying. Phase 2, it kills me sometimes. For some reason. But Phase 1, I'm normally immune to death by it. Ooh, we like that. Okay, immediately run for the pillars. You'll see why in a second. Because Lorien likes to start the fight, and by likes to, I mean he does it literally every time. It's just how the fight starts. By spamming a bunch of projectiles at you. Oh, I was not expecting that one. Okay, give me some space. Give me some room to breathe. Thank you. Where are you? Okay. Now you see, I always dodge to the right here because it allows me to get hits in on Lorien before the time when the game was really, like, quote-unquote expecting you to, I guess. Oh, okay. For some reason he didn't do his special little follow-up attack when you get too close to him, so that is really good for me. This was a blessed Lorien and Lothric fight. Pretty much could not have gone better for me. And then anyone DTF? Maybe later. Okay, die already. There we go. Use his soul. Use the homeward bone. And then I get my final level ups, and we go to the final boss. What time are we at? 123? There is potential that I could get a new PB. Very, very, very unlikely. But if I get, like, the smoothest Soul of Cinder fight in the world, I could beat this in 1 hour and 27 minutes instead of anything over 1 hour and 28. Drinking their flasks. Oh shit, I'm drinking my flask in a second here. As soon as I take some damage, I'm gonna pound my flask. You just don't know why. You cannot get ye flask, etc., etc. Okay, I ended on normal level and stuff. I keep hoping that one day I'll get a run where for some reason I end like 1 level higher than normal, but it never happens. technically this is a waste of time, but only if I don't die to Soulless Cinder, and considering I have 124 now, I'm not I'm not sure how this fight's gonna go. Normally, kill him in one try. Normally I kill him in one try. Don't know what I should expect while I'm streaming, though. Okay, I definitely pressed the dodge button, but that's fine. That's fine. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do nothing. I like it. Okay. This is probably the best phase, the best form I could have hoped for. He has 4 different forms. His standard form, magic form, which he's in right now, is kind of annoying, but it's also the easiest to bully. He's got pyromancy form, which I fucking hate, and he's got miracle form, which is this one with the spear. Or possibly greatsword. He uses it more like a spear though, so. The one that I don't want him to use is pyromancy, because he can parry you when he's in pyromancy form, which is as annoying as it sounds. In this mode he can heal himself, but it's a very long animation, so you can stun him out of it by just mashing R1 on him. And he didn't even get a chance to heal. And now he's going into the second phase, which involves an explosion. I'm just gonna get up to max health. Second phase is... it does a lot of damage, but it's manageable. Very, very manageable. You just can't make many mistakes. Okay, you're double kicking me today? Normally after the kick he follows up with the grab attack. Okay, apparently he's either... he's on something today. He's on some drugs. He's all fucked up. Oh yeah, I love it when he uses this attack. Oh, we love that attack. Do so much damage to him during that. I got hit by the grab. It does a lot of damage. As long as there's no bullshit follow-ups, though, I'll be fine. This is kind of a bullshit follow-up, but it could have been a way more bullshit follow-up. Let me tell you. Don't know why he did the jump attack there. Normally he only does that when you're far away. And we've killed him. What time are we at? We did get a new PB by 1 minute. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me link the first flame. Boom. Okay, I win. Unless you've beaten Soulless Cinder. Remember, caps lock is your push to talk.
Yes, I was busy being killed by a Lothric Knight. I'm in the Twin Princes cutscene right now. So, I'm kind of close.
I also got a new PB by 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
So.
I'm gonna sign off and actually...
Win plus new PB.
I'm just gonna turn my mic back on.
Oh. Okay, it's actually 40 seconds the PB was by, but still. Oh, wow.
I still have to fight a couple of bosses here. But, oh, and I didn't get the buff off. Great. Congratulations, though.
Thanks. How cursed...
I took some mega risky gambles that paid off, so I'm a lot further along than I should be right now.
Okay. How cursed was your run, overall?
Not really very much. I cost myself a whole bunch of... Now I'm distracted, so I'm doing badly against Lorien here. Sorry, just give me a second to kill this idiot. I cost myself a lot of time in Undead Settlement by dying to one of the evangelists, like up in the tower that I go to, where all the items are that I get, like Chloranthy ring and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's actually been pretty much okay. Other than the fact that I have like no health right now.
Okay, everybody, go to twitch.tv/McTaffer and watch him finish the. Wait, I can raid. How do I do raid again? Or like
I don't know.
raid.
I'm not a streamer. I'm not a real gamer, unfortunately.
There we go. Let's raid him, and then I'll
I just
hang
I
up.
just play one on TV. Twitch.tv, in fact.
Boom, you've been raided, and I'm gonna stop the stream here now.
Cool.
Actually, maybe I'll keep. Nah, I'll stop it, because you'll give me the VOD, right?
Yeah.